Hi, everybody. Today I want to talk about listening and listening the clown way. So, listening to what people say, listening to sounds. That's all good. Even when people try to help you and asking you, are you really listening to what someone is saying, or are you trying to conjure up your answer as they're talking to you? All that is fantastic, and I think it's really good advice to ask you to somewhat slow down inside of you and actually listening to what they're saying, so later check out with you and see what comes up. So that is one way of listening. And in clown, we do practice that. We do practice the letting the other express themselves and watching them as if they're like, wow, they're really expressing themselves. And from there, give yourself some time to say, how do I feel about this whole thing? What is it coming up for me? And your answer is actually that. What's actually coming up for you, right? And then you express that. So it becomes like a communication of expressions of people expressing themselves, right? And in that way, nobody's wrong, because how could you be wrong about expressing what you're feeling? This is what you're feeling. And sometimes it's hard to take people's feelings, because then we want to, is this right, is this wrong? There isn't a right or wrong. This is what I believe. You might think that there is, and that is beautiful. That is great. That is your experience. So what we're trying to do is to express our experience, and this is what we're doing in clowning. So today I want to go even farther than that in terms of listening. And with this, I want to say that there are many ways to listen, and almost like many levels, many how do you say, layers of listening. And the one that I'm totally interested today is about listening to how the universe, and lately I want to say how love is expressing to me, how what is being wanted from me in this moment. And that requires so much really letting go of thinking that I know, of thinking not only that I know, but that I have to know something in order to say or express. This is absolutely going like jumping off a cliff and letting go of wanting or needing to know, and more of letting come. There are people that express it in that way, but I think it's a very I love this concept of letting come what is actually the unfolding of the experience and what is wanted from you. And the only way that can even possibly be experienced is that if I totally let go. So in clown, we work on, when we are in the clown state, we're not even working. So that's actually, I'm stopping myself right there, because we're not really doing anything. when we are in the clown state, what happens is from this kind of listening. And so the work, if we want to talk about work, the work is more and more allowing ourselves to be in that moment, in that place, in that sensation of know what is happening, what is wanting to happen, what is, and then once we can get a sense of it, then the action comes. We're so used to thinking about the situation and then taking an action, and that is a way to do it, and personally it has not worked for me. And I've heard lots of people that was the case for them too. But if you're convinced that works for you, beautiful, again, I love it, and I really wish the best for you. This is about inviting you to try another way. And I know at once kind of going like, oh, now I'm gonna listen to what the universe is saying or what love is saying, right? And then I'm gonna act. I'm sorry, I don't have time for that. I have to do things, and I have to, keep going. I understand that. I totally understand. And I also understand that it's not easy to do it on our own. At the same time, it's not impossible, and it is a human experience. Humans throughout life have had this experience. So it's just an invitation. You don't have to stop your life. You don't have to stop working or doing what you need to do. But for a moment, this is the invitation from me to you today. For a moment, just breathe. Take a big, big breath. And just listen. Right now, I hear a really high squeaking or something coming out from the outside. And how is that important? Maybe it's just letting me know that is something that is happening. And I am in the moment noticing it. That's all. With that, that's incredible. That is huge. So take a moment, take a big breath, and take a moment and completely listen. And then see what happens. And nothing might happen, and that's okay too. We can keep trying. Okay, so love you very much, and I want to let go and say bye for now. See you next time. Bye.